I want to take you back to Tuesday. Tuesday after the Eagles beat the Packers.
Yeah.
And I sat in the chair next to yours, and I said, I'm finally there. I have succumbed. People have told me for a year that it doesn't matter how they win, they just win. I've said no, but I finally succumbed. I agree. As long, they just win. They just find a way, whether they play good or play bad, they find a way. That's all that matters. That's what I said on Tuesday. And I was pretty confident about the rest of the season, pretty confident about the game against the Lions because of that. I just had this faith that the Eagles would get it done. Mm-hmm. And then this week kind of happened. And I feel like my faith and my trust and my confidence in the Philadelphia Eagles has dropped from Tuesday until today.
Yeah.
And that has happened for two reasons. Now, I know we said it's an AJ-free zone, but that is one of the reasons that my faith has dropped a little bit.
That's fair.
Is that, like, we were hoping after the trade deadline, we was like, maybe this will just go away for the second half of the season. Mm-hmm. And newsflash, it's not going to go away at all, at all. And chances are we're going to hear about it more than we don't. And that, I don't think, is a great thing for the team. They can say over and over and over again how much it doesn't bother them, but I think it's a negative thing. Yeah. So that was the first thing that shook my confidence in the Eagles this year. This week. The second thing is, we talked to three experts this week that when we were complaining about the offense in like week 4, week 5, we're all just like, give it time. But we talked to Brian Baldinger on Wednesday, and I said, are the Eagles the best team in the NFC? And he's like, their offense isn't there. They're not as good as the Rams. They're not as good as the Seahawks. And then we talked to Mike Mayock yesterday. I said, are they going to beat the Lions? He's like, I don't know. They can't score points. Like, if they score 10 points, they're going to lose. And we talked to Shield, and he was worried about the same thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm just nervous that I didn't trust my instincts. And my instincts are, it matters how you win, not just that you do win. Mm-hmm. And that after hearing everything this week and feeling everything this week, on Friday, I'm a lot less confident in the Eagles than I was on Tuesday. And that's about this game, and it's also about the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm sensing that from some people out there, right? And this is what distractions will cause. Right? Like this, instead of talking about, finding ways that they can improve on some of the areas they struggled at Monday night, but highlighting how great the defense was Monday night, spending the week talking about and being excited about Jalen Phillips and what he's going to bring to the defense moving forward. That's where the distraction comes in for us as fans, because we can't even stay focused and locked in on this game coming up, as well as remaining confident in our football team. I sense that. I dare to even say maybe Wednesday or Thursday, I felt a smidge of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe a smidge of it.
Oh, really?
But you know how I am.
Oh, yeah. Get you to Friday.
I'll push back off this stuff. And when we start doubting the midnight green, yes, the midnight green.
In this city?
Yeah, in this city, that makes me push back against that. And I had to remove myself being so entrenched in what happened Monday night. It was a 10-7 game on the road at Lambeau against a very good team, a very good defense, a team that was desperate after losing the week before and being humiliated by the Carolina Panthers up there at Green Bay. We still found a way to get that W Monday night. Now, had we been playing the Lions after we played the Giants 2 weeks ago, no one's confidence would be shaken.
That's true.
No one's confident. We'd be talking about, oh, man, nobody's going to stop us. So I understand how this thing changes based on the last performance. I get that. But I'm going to stay 10 toes down in my belief that this is still the best team in the NFC. You can debate. They're not playing the best of the teams in the NFC. I'm saying when it's all said and done, this is the best team in the NFC, and nothing has changed for me. We'll be in Santa Clara, and we're getting that second trophy. That's until I see something that shakes that confidence or makes me change my mind, this is where I stand firm. And Sunday's game is going to be a great game. Can't wait for Sunday's game. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're going to blow the Lions out.
No, but it'll be an awesome game.
Yes, it should be a slugfest back and forth. We're at home. We'll find a way to win the game Sunday night.
215-592-9494. Has this week shaken your confidence in the Eagles? Because it has with me. And I know you say it's just about the last week, but when I take a step back and look at the big picture And the two things that have concerned me this week, which is the way that people are talking about the offense, experts, not me, the experts, and the AJ stuff, is that when I take a step back and look at the whole season, that's been there the whole season. Like, really, the offense has
It's been choppy.
Really choppy, right?
Yeah.
It's been a half here, a half there. The Minnesota game, the Giants game. That's pretty much been it. And the AJ stuff has been there all year long. And seems like it is increasing a little bit in its intensity, which makes sense because it keeps happening, right? So that I just wish. Now, I think they could do a lot to quell this sort of nervousness I have by how they play on Sunday night.
Yeah.
But how the offense played on Monday and all the AJ stuff this week, I just like the confidence I have that they would just figure it out. I'm worried about that.
They win this game 17-13, 20-14. What are you thinking?
I got to see it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
20-14. It's not a ton of points.
Well, you feel good about the defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They hold this Lions team to 13, 14 points. Come on now.
Then
That's nothing to sneeze at.
Sure.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
I gotta
we focus so much on that offense.
Yeah.
And I understand why.
You gotta have an offense to win a championship.
Sure.
Yeah.
But before Monday night's game,
Yeah.
they were virtually the same offense from a points per game standpoint
Yes,
as they
compared
were
to last year. Yes.
And they won the Super Bowl that way.
Yes.
And I've heard so many people, including said wide receiver, that this stuff is not going to work when you play the better teams late in the season in this playoff time. I'm sorry. Who came into the season this year with the toughest schedule in the NFL? When you look at the quality of opponents the Eagles have beaten compared to all the other top teams, the Eagles have the best quality of opponents that they've beaten. They've beaten more playoff teams currently on their roster right now. And one of the two losses they have is to a team until last night had the best record in the league, and they were up 17 on them. And that was a self-inflicted wound, them losing to Denver. It wasn't Denver coming in here manhandling the Eagles. I've seen these other so-called top teams that the Eagles have faced, whether it's on the road or it's here, and none of them have dominated the Eagles. None of them. The Rams, the Bucks, the Chiefs, none of them. Even the Broncos win was a comeback win, double digits down. We just went to Green Bay and beat Green Bay. Confidence is not shaking. It's a little bit of a rough patch. They'll work their way through it. We're going to get through Sunday. I got to win in the bag already. I do.
Okay.
And I said the only thing they couldn't do was go 0-2 with this stretch.
Yep. And they're not going
They're not going to go 0-2. So even if they lose Sunday, long as it's not an embarrassing loss, I'm going to be okay Sunday.
Okay.
I'll be okay Sunday.
215-592-9494. Has this week shaken your confidence, the Eagles? It has with me. Jack, how are you feeling on the subject? Because you were the one that said that the Super Bowl run was coming. You predicted it last year.
Yeah. It's why I gotta have confidence in this football team.
Oh.
But I will be honest, it has shaken me a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
And I think that's, listen,
Like,
I admit it, that I had it. I had a little bit of it in myself.
It's going to be a real test, I think, on Sunday of, are they fine or is there something here?
Yeah.
It actually feels a little bit like the Niners game from 2023, where you have a...
Well, that's not a good sign.
Well, no, but had they just dominated the Niners,
Yes.
maybe things go differently.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a swing game.
It could be. It could be, yeah, for sure.